end of time. So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine and next it's black. So if you want me,
all right. Good morning, Montgomery County. Here is Morning's Lone Star on Lone Star Community Radio, broadcasting live from downtown Conroe, Texas. Good morning, to everybody. We're on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and brought to you by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning and Conroe Coffee.
Conroe Coffee. Hey.
Hey, hey, hey. Skippy,
what's that
good morning.
Good morning, dude.
Good morning. Before we get into today's show, let's do some weather and traffic. You got the weather report, or you want me to do it?
You do traffic, I'll do weather.
All right, you go for it.
It is currently 77 degrees, a high of 83. That's right, only going up a few more degrees today because yesterday they lied to us. It looks like there's going to be rain today, starting around noon, going to about 4 of this afternoon, anywhere from a 70 to 40% chance of rain. Humidity right now is at 92%. You good Lord. Okay, so right now changed to 20%. The official Lone Star Community Radio weather tree out front says there's a slight wind about 2 miles an hour out of the east-southeast. And there you go. Wear layers and bring your brawly.
Perfect. All right, traffic report for the Montgomery County area. Thank you.
That's the breaking news.
The guest breaking news. There's actually several accidents on the major highways right now.
Ooh, that's breaking news.
I-45 southbound in the Woodlands area, right past Woodlands Parkway, heading into Spring. Several accidents right there. You're pretty much backed up till Woodlands Parkway, heading down to Houston. And then there's an accident northbound oncoming from Highway 99 onto 45. Northbound, right by Ray Forsadas, there's an accident actually on the exit. So be careful right there.
Boy.
So that's going to be backed up all the way. Outside of that, Conroe area north of Montgomery looking good. East to west, everything's looking A-okay. I'm not really seeing any big issues. There is an accident eastbound on 1488 right before 2978, right there by that Kroger and Tailgaters. I've been there a couple times. And, so there's an accident right there. And so be careful. It's eastbound right there heading to 45.
Sure.
Outside that, weather's doing good. So on to business. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
How is everybody?
Good.
All right.
I feel happy.
Yeah, I'm
Joining Skippy and I, we have some special guests here. We got CC Cool, of course, Carly.
Yep.
I'm
here.
The new Conroe legacy, and then we have Dennis O'Connor, the old Conroe legacy.
Very old.
Legacy.
So we're happy to have you guys in here. You know, yesterday's show, we did talk about not having a guest. And guess who shows up when we call them with the guest signal? These two. So happy to have them in.
Me. I signal
Yeah.
without Kate.
Well, I'm always happy to come. I'm just a walk away.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we don't want to tell you where. I mean, you don't want to let anyone know where you live,
No.
Carly, okay? So
No,
just...
I'm
all
not
right,
just-
good.
He lives miles away.
Miles.
He has to walk miles
And it's
through the
her
snow.
doors are dead bolted, and she's got a dog, a big mean dog.
Got a cane too.
And then she's got a cane with a taser on the tip.
I wish I
So,
could taste her.
well, you just gotta cloud their mind with
Yeah.
doubt. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah.
But
Okay. Well, you don't want to scare people. I want to make friends, not enemies.
well, you don't know the people in downtown Conroe. Like,
I scare everybody.
we got Dennis. We like Dennis all around here. So.
Yeah.
But I want to let folks know if you enjoyed tuning in on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and of course irlonestar.com, we are on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. So subscribe to our channels, whatever, and then you can chat with us live during the program. I have it set up over here to my left, and I can respond to you.
Cool.
So and it's not Skippy usually. Skippy hates talking to the fans.
I'm not hooked up.
So we're gonna hook up Dennis. So if you want to talk to Dennis, we'll get him hooked up after
Yeah,
the break.
I got my laptop here, and,
So-
and then if you say something, I'll be able to see it.
Did you bring a keyboard too?
I did. Well,
Man.
I got a cordless keyboard and a cordless mouse.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, you're set up.
Well, yeah.
I like it.
That's how I live, boy.
So, do y'all watch sports at all?
Define
No.
sports. I like
Rockets
NASCAR.
basketball.
I did not watch the Rockets basketball.
They barely won
NASCAR
yesterday.
And the Astros.
And the Astros?
Yes, and when the Rockets get, if the Rockets get right down to it,
I'm there.
They're getting right down to it. Like
I know
they
it,
got
I know
right
it.
down
They're
to it
getting close.
yesterday. So that
Yeah,
was
Team
good.
Elijah won. I remember the year that we fought for that trophy. That was something. That was a long time ago.
That's
But
a big man, by the way.
Yeah.
I've actually seen him in
But I
person.
got into it then.
That's,
you know.
yeah, that was an exciting year. That was
I don't watch, throughout the year. I usually.
well. The one thing I hate about playoff sports is they changed the TV station.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
You
Like,
can't even get the Astros on the darn
yeah,
TV
like
station around
it's
here.
really strange, and it's especially with basketball. Like TNT gets so many games. They get like the last stage of the playoffs, and then the other people get the first stages.
Yeah.
And it's just, I know Sean is over here fretting when the playoff basketball because he don't know how to watch it. And
You know, the basketball started off as a YMCA physical therapy exercise.
It did not.
It did too.
What?
What year was that?
what history books are you
What?
reading?
Hold on.
Look at
Is
him.
this that
I'm
Common
gonna get
Core
to the year.
education?
No, I'm with the new math.
He's
Which they
I,
taught
st-
me in
I
the
still can't get over that.
1960s.
By the way, have you seen that,
what?
Dennis?
The new math?
The new math they
Oh
teach?
no, I've looked at
It's
it and I
ins-
just go.
Yeah, it's
I got
insane.
enough problem with the old math. I'm not messing with all them goofy things.
So what happens in today's school? If you're a teacher and you're listening, what happens if a child teaches himself or herself?
I don't know.
Because like some kids in math like just get it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like they don't need to write it out. You don't need to draw the
Well,
box. They don't
That's
need
why
to
you
carry
can't
the
have
one.
something standardized because no two
'Cause-
people learn the same thing the same way. And because we had to grow up, we would lose points if we didn't show our work. But
Well, no, I
sometimes-
remember there was a big altercation in one of my classes because one of the girls was able to do that, and it became an issue because she would be a C student, but she'd be able because she wouldn't show her work, and then so basically she, you know what her mom did? She got so mad she tested out of the school.
I've been darned. Yeah.
So like that's how smart she was. She's like, oh,
Homeschooling is an issue that I want to bring up.
oh yeah, well wait. The issue topics will be coming up. Don't worry, we gotta.
I'm so excited.
So
Okay, now for just
all right,
for
we're
those of you who
Basketball.
laugh at me, basketball.
Dun, dun, dun.
Basketball originated in 1891 when a future Presbyterian minister named James Naismith, who died in 1939, was assigned to teach a physical education class at a YMCA training school in Springfield, Massachusetts. The class had been noted for being disorderly, and Naismith was told to invent a new game to keep the men occupied. Now, I'm paraphrasing because it goes into great detail, but it's called basketball because he remembered as a kid, they would nail up boxes to
Right.
walls,
Yeah.
and he couldn't find any boxes, so he grabbed some peach baskets,
Cool.
nailed those up to the wall, and then
Oh,
they got tired
okay.
of every time someone made the basket to have to hop up to get it out, so they cut out the bottom of the baskets.
Ah,
There you go. Apologies accepted
History.
at irlonestar.com.
well, the
1891.
many great entertainments we developed is out of boredom. So
Right?
Yeah.
are trying to keep the men doing something.
That's right. And thus the human race was born.
Well, now it's an interesting sport today. I don't know how many people are watching it. You see this? Okay. ESPN released their top 100 sports influencers, and it's like current people. And guess who didn't make the list?
Me.
Well, yes, besides you, Dennis.
uh,
Zero baseball players and zero hockey players.
What?
So that made me think, and I want to ask you guys: can you name a current baseball player? Skippy, you go first.
Altuve.
What's the whole name?
Is it Jose Altuve?
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Now you guys can't use Jose Altuve.
Okay. I can't
Carly,
use-
your turn.
I don't follow sports.
So you're saying don't ask me any sports question because I don't know any. You don't know any athletes, Carly.
Tiddlywinks? Curling?
No, I mean, I used to play t-ball whenever I was little, but that's
Well,
it.
do you know who
I
JJ
don't-
Watt is?
No,
Okay.
I don't.
He's big.
Okay, I sort of know who these people are, but
He
not
plays the football.
really. Yeah, I
Football.
How about you, Dennis? Do you know a baseball player? A current?
I know the whole team. What is it? A guy on third, Gehring, guy on first. Man, and that's that picture that the Astros have. He's unbelievable.
But you don't know names.
Well, they don't pop into my head right off.
And then do y'all know a hockey player, a current hockey player?
No, I do not.
no.
Does Gretzky still play?
Yeah.
I
Wayne
mean,
Gretzky.
I guess he wishes.
I have no idea. If he does, it'd be Wayne Gretzky.
You have no idea. You know how old Wayne Gretzky is?
So,
It's
I
pretty
think
old.
he's older than you.
no way.
Yeah, I mentioned Akeem Olajuwon, so that's
So
far I
yeah,
got.
let me look up Hawaii. Yeah, because they didn't feature one hockey player or one baseball player,
Wow.
but they had like 4 cricket players.
So,
I still trying to figure out that cricket. That's a crazy game.
they really just make it up as they go along.
I know that's what it looks like.
Are you serious?
They hit it.
Like I have zero concept.
But
of
the
cricket.
rules are so. Again, any game where you hit the ball and you don't have to run is a bad game.
Well, they have to run. They have to run from back and forth.
You don't
back and
have.
forth.
You don't have to run.
You don't have
If
to
you
run.
hit the ball, if you don't feel.
So why
safe,
didn't Babe
Oh, now
Ruth play
stop
that?
that.
Because I mean, that was his big. That's the joke about Babe Ruth. He
Because we
just
didn't have cricket in America back then.
really. What was cricket? I
We
mean,
had baseball.
yeah. Well, baseball at that time, like I was reading a little history about Babe Ruth, in the sense of baseball at the time was more fundamentals.
Mhm.
And when they would teach you to bat, they would never teach for home runs. They'd be like, just try to place the ball somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
And then Babe Ruth came along and said, I don't want to run anymore. And so he said, I'm just trying to hit as far as I can.
He says, "Okay, it's going there."
Whenever I went to bat, I was really good at placing the ball right into the mitt of one of the other players. I was awesome at it. It was like a gift.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, fortunately for me, the only reason why I was good in Little
He's
League.
57. Wayne Gretzky's 57.
Okay, so he's older than me a bit.
Magic.
But I'd play hockey if I could still at this age. But no, and Little League, they loved having me because back then I was like half the height that I am now. So
Yeah.
indeed, short indeed. So my strike zone was like
Weren't
2
we all?
inches.
Me too.
So they would just have me hunch over the plate and get walked every time.
They called me Squirrel.
At what age
so
do you
little.
think parents take sports too seriously?
Nowadays, probably
Child's age. Like
yeah.
if I have a child, when they because there's the T-ball age, like when Carly was talking about, which is kind of like, let's just kind of have fun. But then it's like, let's use this kid because he has a strike zone as like 2 inches. Like to me,
Right.
that's way too much thinking
Yeah.
for a kid.
And you also have bunch ball soccer that eventually goes. I think nowadays, by the time that the kid is 10, the more aggressive parents wanting to, they're envisioning, okay, my kid's going to take care of me by being an NFL player or an NBA
Yeah.
star.
I mean, I know a lot of parents like that.
I started 5 in football and played organized football all the way through high school. 13 years, I think. Until everybody got so darn big. I said darn. I didn't say that.
I like. Thank you, Dennis.
Yeah, we appreciate that. Your
It's
sacrifice will not
it's
go
only
unnoticed.
9:13.
The morning is young.
darn big that
The
they
morning
just
is-
beat the heck out of me, and I just had to quit football. It was like, ooh, these guys are getting way too serious. Too
Well,
big.
I grew up in a family. I have 5 brothers and sisters. They're all older, and basically, my parents go, "We're too tired to do anything. So if you're good at it, figure it out. Like they're like, you can bloom all you want, but we're not driving you down, down to Houston or wherever to
Right? Yeah.
be highly competitive."
Oh, my dad made me do it.
Yeah.
Baseball and football. Yeah.
Well, it was crazy because I remember playing baseball and I played it all year round. And then when I got old enough to be on select teams, like travel teams, they invited me to a deal. And when I was going to be placed on a team, I found out I was never going to have any free time, like because it was like summer training, and then there's spring ball, fall ball. And I was
Right,
like,
right.
nope, not doing it. Don't care. And no one does that these days. Don't. Do you think kids need to have a summer,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
I played
Yeah,
baseball all summer.
Yeah,
like
'cause-
a hypothetical summer, like a
well,
break?
here's the thing. In England, we didn't have a summer break. We had like 2 weeks, literally.
Yeah, but
And
you guys have more holiday. Like,
Whoa.
you have more extensive holidays,
I went to
right?
school 6 days a week.
Wow.
But
and-
I'm
and
talking
2 weeks over
about
the summer.
out of 365 days or 4 days,
Mhm.
whatever year it is. Which how often would you take a break? How many school off days would you get?
Very few. There weren't like
you would get
federally
like
mandated-
20. You would get like 20 off days.
No.
out of the year.
No. You mean like school holidays, like MLK Day or
Well, like
something?
because I know holidays are a big deal. Like I'm saying, people say I'm going to go take a holiday.
Oh no! In England, you don't say vacation; you say holiday.
but that's a big deal to people there.
Well, yeah, because you can so rarely take one. So I'm going to take 2 weeks off and go on holidays across.
Yeah, you're whatever.
Not when you have kids in school. No, I went to school 6 days a week, about 340 days a year.
That's why you're so smart.
I got lucky with
Yeah.
that one. They crammed
or
a lot of
or
useless
maybe he was
information.
just so hard to learn.
yeah,
he
they
needed
made
to
me
stay.
stay over.
Don't be mean.
So I missed out on the summer break experience for the most part. That being said, I turned out okay. It didn't like ruin me to not have summer breaks, but I think people should have summer breaks.
Yeah,
Take-
because
take a
summer
load off.
break's coming up here in Montgomery County,
I
right?
know.
So, yeah,
Some are breaks and some aren't.
There you go, Dennis. You're listening to Mornings with Lone Star. We're going to take a break. We're going to get Dennis online for you guys. And when we come back, even more Mornings with Lone Star. Stick around.
Should I stay or should I go?
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with the Lone Star Community Radio.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris. And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
You are mine. I'll be here till the end of time. So you got to let me know.
All right, welcome back. Mornings with Lone Star, irlonestar.com. Brought to you by Conroe Coffee and Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. All right, so we had our elections yesterday for the commish.
Yeah, we had runoff election for 3 positions. We have the results here. So actually, the Democratic Party had a runoff yesterday for the governor, the gubernatorial race, and Andrew White took it with 67% of the vote over Lupe Valdez's 32% of the vote. So that's with 100% of the precincts reporting in, but these are still unofficial until they've been certified by the Election Commission. But the 2 Republican ballot ones were for County Commissioner Precinct 2, County Commissioner Precinct 4. And Precinct 2, incumbent Charlie Riley was effectively reelected over Greg Parker with 55% of the vote over 44. And then for Precinct 4 County Commissioner, incumbent Jim Clark was narrowly edged out by James Metz, 48 to 51% of the vote. So we're going to have a new court, pretty much.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
New Commissioner's Court. Yeah, interesting indeed.
Froggy goes a-courting.
Do what?
Froggy goes a-courting.
Froggy goes a-courting.
Did you see that that Crenshaw guy won?
Dan Crenshaw, yeah.
He's an eye patch, Dennis. He's a Navy SEAL and he wears an eye patch. So all of his ads had him where he
wears an eye patch.
Looks like a pirate.
Well, he has no eye, so that's why he's got an eye.
Well, yeah, but it just looks, great. I mean, to me, that's one of those political things that everyone keeps eye on because
this is a joke.
Yeah, it was.
Keep an eye on.
It's kind of like when
you're not going to get that joke, Carly.
So that's when I run for office. The only reason I want to run for office so I can make clever signs because it would say "dick" on it, and then so we can be really inappropriate for the whole county. Mm-hmm. People will be like, "Man, why do I see all these dick signs?" No, you don't think they'd be good slogans? You're a political person.
I'd be all over that.
Would you want to run my campaign and and we just sit there like, let's think of funny slogans we could do?
Kill to run your campaign.
So now, since you're a political person in the county, would you say the results are shocking or not shocking? Like, because you know all, like, when you said there was 10 points on one, I'm like, I have no idea what that means.
Well, 10 percentage points. No, not shocking. Both races could have gone either way. I'll say I was surprised in at least one of the races.
That's true. There's a lot of politics. Local politics can get heated, especially with local activists. Would you call them activists? Or promoters, or
promoters,
agitators,
activists, agents. When I mean agent, I mean like.
You mean like a spy?
No, not a spy.
You think there were spies in the campaign?
I saved that for the FBI.
Now, if I met somebody and they were a spy in a local Montgomery County campaign, I'd be like, "Come on, guys, there's got to be something better to do with your time. Gotta be." But
they're practicing. You got to start.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
You know?
No spies, but representatives. But
Dennis, how do you apply on your resume? I've been a spy 16 different times, haven't been caught. You don't tell people that, do you?
You call yourself an entrepreneur.
Okay. Or you just call yourself a politician
or a consultant.
No.
A consultant could be the tax thing, right? Like that's what you put on your taxes. I'm a consultant.
I'm a consultant.
So, like for example, okay, I need some truth, guys. Here, I'm having a hard time with politics and reading what's true. And
Wait a minute, you want truth, and now you're using politics in the same.
Well,
sentence?
I meant more of what people are reporting.
Mm-hmm.
So, was there really a spy? And if yes, can you show me the proof? Because everyone says there's a spy, there isn't a spy. Oh, it's not a spy, it's a informant. What's the difference between an informant and a spy?
How's about Watergate?
Well, Watergate was kind of cut and dry because they caught the guys. But I mean, there's nothing you could do about that. There was like a police report on it. But like, is there somebody who had proof and then they were outed?
Documentation is showing that the upper echelon of the FBI sent someone in, a member of the FBI, into the one campaign
with instructions, and this is all written down in the order form.
Yeah. Yeah, there's documentation that's coming out to verify this.
Coming out, so it's not out yet.
No, these are memos saying we found this. The actual documentation hasn't been released because that's got to go through House Intelligence Committee. And of course, then subpoenas have to come into where the people involved verify it.
Hackers would be more on this kind of stuff. Like, let's hack this document. Let's get it out. But no one's doing that. I don't think, it's almost like they're typing it up as we speak so we can make more news.
Now, you're talking about secretive stuff. So you're saying, do we know all about the secretive stuff? Well, it wouldn't be secretive if you knew all about it.
Well, the way it's being reported is as if it's the truth.
Well, there is an end game to drag this out beyond the midterms because that's why the DOJ and the FBI keep missing deadlines and subpoenas, as well as the page struck text messages are being shelled out 100 at a time when there are 30,000 of them.
Can you imagine texting somebody 30,000 times?
Right. And here's the thing. They have them all. They're just...
Can you do that? Can you imagine what you talk about?
Did you read the interview? Remember a couple of weeks ago, we were talking about the lady who sent 65,000 texts in 1 month?
Yeah.
They interviewed her.
You said that. Yeah, I remember hearing you say that.
Did she speak really fast?
No, but she was, oh my goodness. I'm staggered because, he went out on 3 dates with her. It's like, dude, that is 2.5 dates too many.
No, since he did 3 days, do you think, the 3-date policy was enforced and then you just didn't like the policy?
I don't think so. I think the third date may have been it's just not working out. It's not you, it's me. Can we be friends?
What's interesting about that in the concept of dating is I went out, one of my friends from school came to Houston. She was in Houston. And so we went and had coffee and she considered that a date. And then she told people we were dating.
Well, of course.
And I was really weirded out when someone goes, how's dating life with so-and-so? And I was like, wait a second, what?
And here's where it gets tricky because if you tell her, hey, we are not dating, then all of a sudden you're the latest member of the Me Too movement with you led her on, therefore it was sexual assault.
Oh, I've been caught in many scenarios of a Me Too. I was kidding. No, I'm not. But no, I've been thinking about that spy deal. Mm-hmm. And I just couldn't grasp, like, if it's true. And how I kind of see if it's true or not is CNN's reporting the same thing, but in their CNN eyeglass way, the way they work there. There's there's got to be a copy editor that works there, and it's like, hey, let's do the CNN spin on this story because they do choose words that are fantastic.
That's why All you got to do is look.
Yeah,
at,
they're wacky.
you got to look at a timeline because for months we were told what started the investigation of Russia collusion was the Christopher Steele dossier. That was the starting.
No, I
point.
understand that.
That's what Comey said. But then we found out
That has a lot of good literature.
About to say that.
But then we
Yeah.
found out after, when it came to light that this was a jiggered document.
Jiggered.
It was jiggered up.
Is that a copy editor term?
Yes.
So you could work at CNN's copy editor.
Yes,
room
I could.
and
but
be
they'd have to
like,
pay me
Sean,
a lot
can
of
you
money.
jigger this up? I'm like, oh
They'd
yeah,
have to pay me a
sure.
lot. But then you found out
Animal.
that investigative tools were put into effect before the dossier came to light. And also, which means that there was something else. We don't know what is yet to come out is what actually started, who started the investigation based on what document. That still hasn't come to light.
Well, I believe
I'm
that.
losing sleep over it too.
Yeah, well, it's not that,
Well-
Dennis. It's not more of like, what's that? It's just more of, I feel like there's a story there, but if they didn't have the absolute proof and you have this president who just sits on the toilet tweeting, and like, that's my big claim,
Well,
my big argument now. It's like, if you know this stuff is true, why aren't we getting it like Watergate? Because Watergate,
Oh my goodness.
like, it just blew up. So why aren't these things just blowing up?
Because that's when you had
I'm lost. I have no idea.
Okay,
what you
Watergate.
guys
Okay,
are-
Watergate was a situation where in the 70s we had President Richard Nixon, and he was up for re-election, and he and some of his trusted advisors were afraid that he wouldn't win re-election, so some of them decided to break into the Democratic National Convention to get information and place bugs. And so they did, and then one of the bugs fritzed out, so they tried to break back in to replace the bug. They got caught. They started rolling over, where you found out, even though Nixon had plausible deniability, when they started investigating him, they found out that there were tapes that happened of conversations that happened in the Oval Office that suddenly disappeared. 18 minutes worth of just
Now, does
disappeared.
Trump have those tapes?
I think it's a lot of things.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, for Nixon to have those tapes was insane because they were damning.
Well, here's the thing.
think-
Trump
Yeah,
doesn't
I-
need to have it because, every meeting he's in, there's someone there with a phone with his voice recorder going.
Wow.
And that's why all these leaks come out where he says, this is a poop hole country in a staff meeting. Well, you know what? They are poop hole countries. It's not racist to say that there are countries that their infrastructure is terrible and they need fixing. It's called third world for a reason. They need to be
Okay.
fixed.
Well, I can't. It's getting boring. It's getting
No,
boring.
see, here's the thing. The hope is to keep it so convoluted that people just throw up their hands. That say,
There
we
you
don't
go.
get this. That's why just look at
The
a
only
simple
people who can
timeline.
understand it are lawyers.
Or skippies.
That's what it is. It's all lawyer
of
speak.
those interested, because here's the thing: if it comes out that indeed the president outright colluded with Russia, which of course makes no sense according to the book Fire and Fury, his enemy said that he was freaked out the night he got the nomination, that he didn't want it. Well, if that's the case, then why would you collude with the Russians to get it? So literally, it doesn't make sense. But let's say it all
There's
comes.
a heck of a lot that doesn't. make
Let's say the Mueller investigation proves conclusively the Trump, then I will be the first one to call for his impeachment and his jail time. Absolutely. This is not a blind protecting my party or anything like that. It's so convoluted, and that's what they keep on hoping.
Yeah,
Just work out a timeline.
I need something to happen because
And when we come back, we'll talk about how the media
you think
is
there's a
concentrating
Trump
on other
fatigue?
stuff.
Is there a Trump fatigue syndrome?
Oh, I got it.
No, not
I
a
got it bad.
fatigue. It's it's the media trying to find everything. In fact, Stormy Daniels is about to get a special honor.
What?
Yeah. Porn star Stormy
You haven't
Daniels.
seen that? You haven't seen that episode?
No, this is a special honor.
I got Trump.
Yeah, we got Trump fatigue here on Lone Star Community Radio.
Hey, before you jump off of a politician, what about the local elections and the Democratic or Republican thing? Is it all pretty much still Republican here? In
Yeah, but the Democrats are mounting some serious candidates in some serious races, so where it's no longer.
When you say serious, you mean like they're putting a lot of money into it?
Yeah, it's not
Or
like
do you
Ralph
mean-
Nader or Perot, who never has the chance. They just want to be a spoiler. These are Democratic candidates who are out to win, and
cool.
they'll have the resources.
Are they
behind
plants?
them.
Are they spies?
Nope, they're just people that want more Democrats in Montgomery County.
Well, there you go. Congratulations to the winners. Hopefully they won fair and square. I don't really know. If they didn't, I would love to hear about it and do some conspiracy theory talk. It'd be wonderful. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. We're going to take our half-hour break. When we come back, we'll do more local news and things like that. We'll be back.
I can't wait.
Should I stay or should I go now?
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5 and 106.1 and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Lone Star Boxer Rescue is a nonprofit organization serving Montgomery County and surrounding areas, dedicated to the health and well-being of the boxer breed. Lone Star Boxer Rescue is run and managed 100% by volunteers since 1999. Our main objective is to rescue, rehabilitate, and rehome boxers that come to us from many sources, including local animal shelters, owner surrenders, and strays. For more information about Lone Star Boxer Rescue, visit our website at lsbr.org.
Hispanic Chamber Connections with Dr. Carlos Sanchez, President of the Woodlands Conroe Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, featuring event announcements, member highlights, and more. Tuesdays at 1 p.m., broadcasting from the heart of Conroe, Texas on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your questions. Get seen on TV, YouTube, and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Support your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go? It's always tease, tease, tease. You're happy when I'm on my knees.
Welcome back, Mornings with Lone Star, irlonestar.com. Worldwide. Yeah. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, all that good stuff. 9:35.
Yep.
Hanging out with Skippy Lists. Right now it's 80 degrees outside. Chance of rain around noon today, so get out there and enjoy the day until that happens.
Yeah.
It looks like it's thunderstorms and heavy stuff's coming our way, so be careful. The high today is going to be 86. Low is going to be 67. That's your weather report.
Middle of the night. 67. It's nice.
Well, you can never tell what's going to happen here.
Well, they invented the 1% chance of rain.
Yeah.
Hippie did. And I just love that.
And it's not. That's not what's happening today.
No.
That's not what's happening today. But like I said, you can never tell. 1 minute, it's like in Texas, at least, it's stop and go, stop and go, stop and go.
Yeah.
It's never it's a long rain for a long time. Then it stops. Then it goes. Then it stops. It's
That
weird.
pretty much describes weather.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just want to.
And
I just
traffic,
want to
too.
describe
Stop and go.
how
Stop and
how
go.
I see things.
Okay, how do you see things?
Well,
Let me remind you
how
all
I
that
see
Carly's
things.
blind as a bat. So
I
just
can
wanna-
see light and dark and shadows, but
She can
yes,
see light. Turn on a dark
She's
room.
very religious.
Yes.
I'm not. I do go to church, but that's beside the point.
Yes, she does.
Did you tell the minister I see the light?
No, people are I mean, they're not weird. I really appreciate it, but they need to stop paying for my coffee anonymously.
Yeah, you quit giving her stuff, you people, whoever
because
you are.
I am not helpless.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't fight that fight, Carly. Just let that fight be what it is, but fight for other things.
I'm not.
You know,
I'm not gonna. I'm not
gonna fight over somebody.
No,
buying you coffee.
No, I'm not gonna fight against it. I just want to know what's going on, who it is, so I can thank them.
Well, some people, like I told you yesterday on the phone, some people are just generous, and
They
generosity
want
says
they
don't
want
let
to
your right hand
remain-
know
Yeah.
what your left hand's doing. That's
Yeah.
scripture.
Yeah,
I used to be
know.
an evangelist, a televangelist. You
Tele
probably
on
sent me
TV.
money.
I would just let it happen, Carly.
Yeah, I'm letting it happen. I don't have a choice.
Well, what's gonna happen is you're gonna have your puppy with you, and then they're gonna be like, "Hey, where's the dog treat?"
Well,
If you're gonna get me coffee, what about Oscar here?
There are worse things can happen than people getting you free stuff.
Yeah, well, I'm also joining the choir, or the worship team.
Oh, you
Because-
just sang. You sang at the Lone Star. I mean,
at the corner pub.
Corner pub last night.
Yeah,
woke
I
up,
sang
turned
at the
on
corner pub
Facebook.
last night, and
Beautiful.
and then
What'd you sing?
I sang.
Stay-
No, I sang "You Are My Sunshine," and then I sang
you didn't record that one.
Popo's song. Yes, I
Killing Me
did.
Softly.
No, the
That's always a good
Oh.
song to sing to the people.
no, the I don't remember the name of it.
I can't remember it either, but I listened to it this morning. It was just
Mhm.
great. It was
Mhm.
just great. Real nice and cool.
But
Yeah.
I sang, the first song was "You Are My Sunshine." I just know the harmony parts of that.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. I just heard and it's CC Kremen. Don't ask me why. She says her last name twice. She's just a big star, Some people
Big star.
Some people just say
Because I
their
had to
name once.
change it. Because I had to change it.
That's
Because
right.
I was being hacked.
So what's been going on
With
with
who?
you guys? What's been going on? What you been working on, Dennis?
What I've been working on.
Have you done your wash recently? Because
No.
I figure you're in the costume
Well, that's
drawers
why
now.
that's why I'm dressed like this, because it's the only. I was going to make up all kind of neat reasons why I'm wearing this. Sergeant Pepper, or the for Sam Houston, the Union General, because Sam Houston didn't want the South to join the Texas to join the South, and it ruined his career. But actually, it was just that this is the only clean thing I had in my house.
I figured that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when I saw it. I was like, you know what? I bet that's the thing at the bottom of the drawer.
Yeah, it was just at the top of the pile. I didn't say I haven't worn it before. I just haven't worn it a lot.
Okay.
I've only worn it a couple of times. What I've been doing, I've been working with a lady named Misty Dumpster. Oh, wait a minute. That's not right. It's Misty Dempsey. Misty Dempsey. And she's is doing a lot of stuff with homeschoolers, like iGeneration Media Group, they call it. And I had to ask her, I don't know, those are teens and tweens of Houston, the North Houston. And she just started homeschooling K through 8. That's out of North Houston. She just asked me if I had any ideas about what they could do, as a homeschooling group. And we did a real neat thing down at Brighton about Sam Houston. And it was neat. The guy that made the movie was down there. He brought his Emmy, and I held his Emmy in my lap for a half an hour. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that story. But anyway, what we're doing now is Carley's getting involved for blind awareness. And it's going to involve teenagers, maybe a dozen or so. And they're going to have a question and answer session somewhere. Maybe over here at the Conroe Coffee House would be nice. And a question and answer session and maybe a walk down the street with her so that she can explain, what it's like to walk down the street with a cane. And it's pretty amazing what she does down the street. I can't keep up with her. She walks fast. No, it's true. She runs me out. So there's a lot of neat things that Carley can share.
We need to keep the sidewalks clean.
Right. Now,
cough. My neighbors cough. Let's
kind of hand in hand with that. How obnoxious, on a scale of 1 to 10, when people decide to put out new furniture on the sidewalk, like Sidewalk Cafe, and
having a son in a wheelchair for 30 years in Conroe, I was not impressed. When all of a sudden the Red Brick and the Corner Pub and Conroe Coffee, heck, and even the darn hair place down here, Switch.
Yeah.
Putting out chairs in the middle of the sidewalk.
Well, do you think because the sidewalk isn't big enough? Because I will say, when it gets awkward, when there's shows going on at the Crichton and other places where there's a lot of people walking, it's like they kind of shove you off to the curb regardless. Yeah. Like the only option, it's kind of like on the seawall. When you're walking on the seawall, your only option is death.
And those of you who don't know the area, they're not your typical curbs. These are like two feet.
Yeah, that's right.
These are insane curbs. These are insane curbs.
I know, like, and especially when there's kids fest and stuff. It's like, hey, we can all walk single file, right? We don't have to walk shoulder to shoulder.
Well, do we think maybe a future possibility is to turn the street out in front of us here into like a pedestrian only street?
That's pretty neat. I don't know if all the businesses would go for it. I'd love that. That'd be really neat.
Yeah.
But it's almost the problem too is the parking, because you could turn a parking space into a space for Conroe Coffee to set some tables, but then they can have the cars like right there. But there's just no way to do. There's just no way to do outdoor eating.
Well, with the new Conroe City Council being installed, except for in June 30th will be the runoff for those positions. Once that happens, was his name Chakowski? Jody Chakowski's already been sworn in.
Yeah, the Polish bullet.
Yeah, there's only one runoff pending for the 30th.
Yeah, position 5, 4.
Don't get me to lie.
Right. Why do they name them? Is that just so they keep records straight? Because I feel like they're all equal positions, right?
Yeah, but you have to be able to differentiate. So you say,
what I'm saying is just for record keeping.
Like Texas, Oklahoma, they call them different names for different sections.
Now there may be, there could be some slight
it's got to be
differences, but I don't.
It's got to be just for record keeping.
No, it's
because the commissioners, they're numbered because of the precinct they're over. But here, I mean, is it like that?
Well, sure, they're cut up into chunks.
Yeah, but I'm saying for the Conroe City Council.
Well, they're cut up into chunks.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think so, because everyone can vote for all the people for all positions when you go vote for Conroe City Council.
Right. So it's not as jurisdictional so much.
Because like for the commissioners, I can't vote for like the Woodlands area.
Right.
So, but I can vote for everybody for Conroe. Man,
It's
these
just-
questions are very
I
important.
gotta have it cut up into some kind of.
Well, I think it's just to demonstrate the quorum. Let's say you have 5 city council members, then you have, instead of council member alpha,
Do
beta,
they have?
gamma, delta.
Is there a place that has 13?
He knows more about it than anybody.
Because I imagine like someone's like, that's the unlucky number.
Well, Houston could be. Houston City Council is pretty big.
I mean, you got builder architects who literally skip over a floor.
Yeah,
when
that's
they-
a good change of subject there.
Mm.
Woo, what a segue that was.
Yeah, Houston City Council has 16 members right now.
Wow. Yeah, and they're on TV. They're on that same TV show station that you're on.
Yeah, Houston Television.
Yeah. There you go.
I can't
I've been
imagine.
trying to get that. I can't get that.
I
It
can't
used to be
imagine being
12,
city council.
right?
It's channel 12 on Suddenlink here in Conroe. Suddenlink. If you have Suddenlink as a subscriber,
Yeah, Suddenlink is my deal, and I just don't punch up 12 and don't get it. Every once in a while, it'll come on and it'll.
But can you imagine being on city council in Houston?
I can't imagine any city that would have me on their council.
Yeah.
What
Dennis
would,
and I
what
together?
would be,
Oh my goodness!
What would be the first bribe you take? Like, what's your price, Sean? Right? Hey, you know what? Let's take a break, and I want to ask that to everyone here at the table. What's your price? Because
What's
everyone's
my
got to
price?
have a price,
Everyone's
right?
got a price.
And I want you to be realistic about this. But if it's naughty or if it's vulgar, we're not going to talk about it. But just say, I do have a price, but it is not appropriate for radio.
I do have a price.
Because, I mean, some people are like that. They like the drugs and the women, and that's their price. And then they have other people who are like, oh, I want this really rare.
I was going to say $12.43, but
When we come back,
we're going hardcore
what's
now.
your price?
Okay.
It is 9:47 morning to
Putting
Lone
his feet in the
Star.
fire now.
Good morning, everybody. We'll be back.
It's always tease.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
We have the safest food supply in the world. Strict laws and regulations restrict the usage of hormones, antibiotics, and pesticides within our food supply. Production agriculture practices and technologies such as the use of GMOs, which is not any more or less risky than conventional crop production, has allowed American farmers to produce more food on less acres in environmentally sound ways. Find out more online at pathtotheplate.tamu.edu. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make lives better.
Listen in Mondays at noon to hear Conroe news from local nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? The Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your question. Get seen on TV or YouTube and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Sponsor your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Should I stay or should I go? Should I stay or should I go now?
All right, welcome back to Morning's Lone Star 950.
On the dot.
Skippy's
We've
my
been
co-pilot. He's
exercising.
back.
Yeah.
Thought you lost you in the toilet.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Did you step in?
Yeah,
Are you
I was waiting for
falling?
the Coast Guard to come rescue me. I was feeling like the Tidy Bowl man. Look it up.
We you know
Dennis
what,
remembers.
you know what this county needs? It needs a good well story. I'm a kid in the well story. We haven't had one of those in like what 3 years, 5
Okay,
years.
great. You know what's going to happen now? It's
been
going to happen for
longer.
real, and people are going to blame us. Say that we set it up.
I
Thanks.
mean, people are fascinated with people being stuck.
I think we could probably dig a big old hole and put Carly in it. And that'd really get us some PR.
Well, that'll raise blind awareness.
Good girl stuck in a well.
All right. Well, okay, we don't have any wells nearby, but we do have manholes.
Oh, we don't have wells.
I'm
God.
just saying. I'm just
No,
saying.
I don't like the manholes.
Well, clearly, I mean, I think nobody would like that, Carly. That's
No,
fantastic.
I don't think
likes
anyone
it,
in this
but-
room
All
right,
right.
now loves
We
manholes.
left the break.
Oil well.
We left the
have-
break with the
we have
question,
one.
"What's your price?" So, Skippy, what is
Oh,
your
start
price
off with
for
me.
corruption? What? Because it's got to get like,
Or corruption.
yeah, for corruption. It didn't necessarily have to be like you're a president of the United States kind of thing. It's more of like, what will change your moral, Steve Harvey quote,
What will it cost to
barometer?
have you sin?
Oh, that's easy. I have no moral scruples or ethics. So that
come
So
uh,
anything.
here's the
I
thing.
mean, that's kind of broad.
I have
Oh.
a very strong personal ethic that I'd like to think I was incorruptible in that way.
Okay.
But exactly, I myself laugh at that. I'd
Okay,
like,
let's do.
it's like everyone
let's-
thinks they can hold out.
Let's
on
challenge
torture
your
till it
integrity.
happens.
Let's challenge your integrity.
Okay.
Put a number on it.
So, say you're a director
Mhm.
of a play
Mhm.
that happens to be on this weekend called "Kiss Me, Kate."
Yes.
And
That's
someone comes,
hypothetically.
true.
Hypothetically playing at the Owen Theater, owentheater.org.
and
Owen
somebody
Theater, right
and
across the road
somebody
here.
comes to you
There's plenty of seats available.
and
Please.
says, "What's going to take for you to curse all your castmates, curse the crowd, ruin your name in the or in the theater world?"
Can't do it.
And
Can't do it.
well, there's always a price.
Like I couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that.
No, seriously, and that's something I do know.
So what happens if someone came to you and said that? It says, if you do this, we'll put you in 10 major motion pictures. And we'll give you 5 of them. You have full creative rights, unlimited money. You can do whatever you want. Even if you want to do an intellectual property like Star Trek, we'll pay for it. You're going to be able to do whatever you want. We'll give you 10 chances to do it.
I would be staggeringly flattered that they thought I was that important, and then I would tell on them.
We're talking like genie things here. Like you're going to tell on
He's
a
a rat.
genie.
Well, if I got a genie, I wouldn't ask for 3 more.
No, you can't negotiate with the genie sometimes. So
For-
this particular genie, basically, they're trying to turn you on your local theater reputation.
couldn't do it.
So you wouldn't throw your local theater reputation into the gutter
There is not
to have a chance to make the big world know Sean K. Thompson.
couldn't do it.
No,
I know it sounds really, Pollyanna-ish, but that means my name is one of the few things I have. left.
yeah, but in showbiz, there's always like that.
You're respected
There's always
in
that
this town.
percentage who gets mistreated, and they're like, "Oh, that Sean guy, he yelled at me. He ate my M&Ms."
Oh, well, that happens every.
Yeah. That always happens in every aspect of life. So you wouldn't be okay with just like Conroe and that area, and that little area of Houston. They don't like me there. Who cares?
Nah, because
I'm in showbiz in New York.
Because no one would ever be able to take me seriously again, ever. It would negate every show I've ever done.
Well, that's here locally. I'm talking
No,
big time.
Yeah.
The big show.
I intend to get there on my own.
Okay. All right.
He did it on his own. I did it my way.
Now, but that being said, but I'm by no means a choir boy. Like I said, I have very few morals and ethics and scruples.
Okay.
But I have a personal ethic.
Temptations coming your way.
Well, there is temptation, but that's what separates us from the lower animals.
Be bad. Be good.
Yeah,
be
right?
Bad, be good.
All right,
I'm
Carly.
very
Okay.
Jungian.
Okay.
Okay, go for it.
All right, Carly. What would you
What are you
do?
gonna
What
sell
can
out for,
corrupt you?
Carly?
Yeah, we're gonna sell out for.
Okay. So when you say corrupt, what do you mean? What?
Sin.
So what do you hold very dear to yourself?
Okay. My ability to sing.
Okay. So if someone came to you, let's see. I gotta think about this for a second.
starting to sound like a
Well,
Twilight Zone.
here you go. Someone came to you. I think I see what Dick is going with, and said, "We will let you sing in Rockefeller Center or Kennedy Center, the aria of your choice, and 10 million people will watch it. But you've got to
be careful, boy.
Slap your mother and call her every dirty name in the book on live national TV. Would you do it?
Would you do it?
No.
Man, it's too easy.
I wouldn't do it. No, I wouldn't do it because
You wouldn't be able to see your mom for the rest of your life.
yes, I wouldn't be able to see her. I would.
Well, you know what I mean, Carly.
Well, no, I know what you mean, but that's okay.
So
you didn't catch that, but okay. So no, I would not be able to. I probably wouldn't even be able to talk to my mom for the rest of my life if I did that. I mean,
that's a known consequence.
Yeah, right.
Well, because
Mom, I got money.
she has done so much
Yeah.
for me.
Well, that's the
like,
question. It's like, how do you give something like that up when it meant so much to who you are?
Mhm.
And then you're asking the question, can I change who I am and what made
I
me?
wouldn't change who I am for a minute.
So there you go.
There you
That's
go.
confident.
I would
and we
not.
And we know Dennis wouldn't because he mentioned that yesterday.
I mean,
What?
I would not change.
No, you went back.
I would not change myself. I do not. I don't care that I am this way anymore because it's who I am.
That's growth right there.
Right?
That's some real growth. Congratulations,
We
Carly.
need to play some stirring music like John Philip Sousa or something.
Honestly, I've been arrested and put in jail on my 21st birthday for shoplifting.
Oh yeah,
in Arizona.
Where
Yeah.
were you taking?
Huh?
What were you taking?
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Cigarettes, some big hunk of ham.
Well, that's probably why you got caught right there. You're walking out with a giant hunk of ham.
Well, you know, I was kind of buff in those days. Ham down my pants. Yeah, baby. And I mean, we were with. I was
That's
with
a weird looking pant.
I was
ham.
with a whole bunch of people who we didn't have 50 cents between us.
Why does this ham smell funny? Shut up and eat it.
Oh, God. Okay. All right.
And they picked on me out of everybody, and they let everybody waltz. But they picked on me.
Well, you do look like a suspicious character with your outfit.
Well,
today.
I was much Dapper Dan back then, you know, in my holy.
But you still
my
wore
hippie
that coat.
outfit.
You got to present the coat to the camera there. So
He did.
people
We
can
already
see you
did. When you were doing your
when I was otherwise occupied.
yeah, when you're in your little typhoon escape. But what? Okay.
So Dick, what's your price?
My
sorry,
price.
finish up
My
the thing.
price. Like I said, I got thrown in jail, and at some point in my life, I got religion. I got religion.
Oh, you found that? Yeah.
Be it spiritual, be it partial Christianity, partial Zen Buddhism,
hodgepodge,
partial American
personal
Indian.
folio.
Yeah, well, it's be a better boy, Danny, and I got to the point where I thought about now what would I sell my honesty for at this point in my life, and I said, if I go in and I got 50 cents, just to see 50 cents just laying there, do I, just slip? Nobody's gonna know. Nobody's gonna know if I slip that 50 cents into my pocket, but I'll know, and I'm selling out real cheap for 50 cents.
Yeah.
You
Hold
make
out
that
for
puppy,
75.
You make that puppy $50,000 and say, no one will ever know. I'm packing that ham into my pants. I'm telling you.
So somewhere between 50 cents and $50,000.
Well, so what I understood is
I don't sell out
you wouldn't care as long as no one knew.
Yes, right.
Okay, that's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah,
because you would know, but you don't care.
Well, you don't care.
Well, I know because I don't know, but you would know.
If the question is,
you
could
did
you
it.
live with could you live with it? And some people could. And say, yeah.
Yeah. What's funny is those challenges you face every day, and those kind of decisions come, sometimes rarely in people's lives, or it's every day they face that.
Oh yeah, when you've rode this horse wet, and rode the horse wet. Yeah.
Well, it's good thing we're not live. Let's just do this. Take this from the top.
Rode the horse hard and put it up wet like I have my whole life. I've had plenty opportunities to question and challenge my values.
Yeah.
Well,
it's hopefully today we don't face one of those.
We don't ride the horse hard and put it up wet.
That's it.
I have no idea what that means. I'm going to look it up. That's awesome. That made me more nervous than a one-armed man and a butt kicking contest.
Oh, you mean the ham in the pants?
Yeah.
Really crosses it
Ham in the
for you?
Pants, my new song.
All right. You're listening to Ham in Your Pants on Lone Star Community Radio. We'll be back at 10 o'clock. We're enjoying our day. We'll see you in a bit.
So if you want me off your back.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide on irlonestar.com. Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Want to check out the fastest growing sport in the world? It's right here in Conroe, Texas, and it's roller derby. Conroe Roller Derby is a nonprofit recreational league of women and men who want you to come and check out the fast-paced, hard-hitting game of roller derby. The Conroe Cutthroats practice at Rainbow Roller Rink on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. You can find our game schedule and more information on our website, www.conroerollerderby.com.
Hispanic Chamber Connections with Dr. Carlos Sanchez, President of the Woodlands Conroe Hispanic Chamber of Commerce, featuring event announcements, member highlights, and more. Tuesdays at 1 p.m., broadcasting from the heart of Conroe, Texas on irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
Should I go? Should I stay or should I go now?
Welcome back. Mornings with Lone Star. It is 10:04 on the dot on Hump Day. That's right, Hump Day.
Hump Day. We're getting over it, baby.
Hump Day. It's the 23rd. Weather outside already up to 81, but it's only supposed to go up another couple of degrees. There's a storm coming, Dick. There's a storm coming.
I see it.
Cool.
Okay, so you got to say whenever there's a storm.
Why? Where's that from?
It's from like every movie in the world.
I feel it in my bones.
I feel like it's one of those typical spy kind of stories where like it's like everyone, it's common knowledge, but we just don't have an example.
Okay,
of...
the Terminator, at the end, with the guy takes the Polaroid and says in Spanish, what do you say? There's a storm coming. I know. I'm going to look it up on like IMDb. They got to have like quotations, usage of the word, there's a storm coming.
I know somebody, I met somebody at church that has the name Stormy.
Speaking of Stormy,
Really?
and we're
Yes.
going to segue out of that. So
Unbelievable.
another 2 degrees with some rain. Okay, so West Hollywood, the mayor of West Hollywood is going to present.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I have to interrupt you.
Yes.
I found this for you.
Tell me.
What'd you get?
¡Viene una tormenta!
What did he just say?
He said there's a storm coming in.
Oh. But that's cool.
Viene tormente. What'd you say? Said there's a storm coming.
Oh, that's bad.
There's a storm coming, Ari.
There is a storm coming!
There's a storm coming.
There's a storm coming and a storm.
There's a storm coming, brother.
There's a storm coming.
There's a storm coming, Dr. Suresh.
There's a storm coming.
There is a storm coming, a black and terrible storm.
There's a storm coming!
But they don't say I know.
Well, they're cutting it out. I guarantee you 90% of those, the answer is I know.
What's great about this supercut is it's like real famous movies
Yeah.
that I just kind
You
of
pulled
forgot.
that up really quick. That's amazing.
Well, I looked it up. I was like, if it's that well known, they'll have something about
Oh,
it.
they did this thing.
But there's no I know. I'm not. What I'm looking at, there's no like, oh, it's
They're
really
cutting them
iconic.
out.
I know.
They're cutting out the I know.
Dot. I. Let's see.
Thumbs up. Boo. Cutting out the I know.
Yeah, I mean, the Terminator is the only one that's coming up.
Yeah, I don't think so.
That's what I'm seeing. And
Okay,
then
I'll
Joe
look
Crocker
into this.
has a
You
song.
guys mocked me for my knowledge of basketball. It's sad that I was the only one in this room. I was the one that had the sports.
I know
knowledge.
there's a storm coming. As it like whatever you call it, a trope. Is that what it called?
Yes.
So, but I don't know. I don't know the I know part. I never knew that was like synonymous with there's a storm coming.
We'll find it out. But speaking of Stormies,
Are we talking about the
really
the
gonna
adult
get
film
after that
actress?
Stormy, isn't it?
yes, because Carly segued us out of
You know what I'm
from
gonna look
Storms
up
to
real quick?
Stormy. You do that.
I'm gonna look up the Google search stats
Oh, goody.
for Stormy Daniels.
I can't wait till you do that.
All right. So what do you think, Dennis?
What?
Stormy Daniels. We're gonna look her up on the
Oh, Stormy
the Google.
Daniels.
We're gonna look her up on the on the trends.
Man, I had to pay her $35 to keep her mouth shut.
So she has a
Yeah.
price. She certainly has a price, right?
Yeah, well, she got to looking at my checkbook.
All right, that's how you spell it. All right, I'm looking it up. This is gonna be great.
Stormy Monday.
So, well, her attorney has been given 157 interviews in 10 weeks. That's 15 a week or two a day.
He's probably on the same drugs Donald Trump's on.
That's 2 interviews a day, and that's how much we were talking earlier about what the media, concentrates on to add Trump fatigue. That they put more time to Stormy Daniels and her lawyer than the entire, let's say, Benghazi.
Give us a
investigation.
prostitute. Give us a stripper.
Well, here's the thing: the West Hollywood mayor is going to present Stormy Daniels with a key to the city and a proclamation.
On who?
The mayor of West Hollywood, which is the city in California, is going to present Stormy Daniels with the key to the city and a mayoral proclamation for her quote leadership in the resist movement. Okay, she's getting a key to the city. Now, West Hollywood has already tried to file impeachment articles against the president already.
Stop. You're killing me.
So this is where we are. This just staggers me that last week we had certain members of the media defending MS-13 gang members, the narrative that was reshaped when the Trump was calling members of MS-13 animals. And then some headlines took it to say he's calling some illegal immigrants animals. It was definitely, and most of them had to pull back from that. But you actually had for a while people defending MS-13 gang members.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Now we have
That's not too amazing.
mayors giving keys to the city to porn stars.
Well, that doesn't surprise me if you look up West Hollywood and where it's located. Like that's probably
of
where the pornographic stuff's made. Isn't it made in California mostly? I'm actually
most
where
of
is
it.
porn? Let's look that up too.
Porn capital of the world. Yeah.
I gotta be careful on my searches
Yeah,
here.
isn't that a city
So
computer?
what's interesting is I went on and I did a trend for worldwide searches for Stormy Daniels.
Oh man,
And-
how many hits?
What's interesting is that more hits in Canada than in the United States.
Oh, they're obscene up there.
Well, there's not much to do. There's snow and there's caribou.
That's it. Yeah.
So
And there are laws against the caribou. So.
And what's interesting is between December 31st and now, it jumped like tenfold for her searches.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, because she's getting shoved down our throats. Pardon the pun.
Vermont is the biggest state searching for it.
Mm-hmm.
This is all through Google, by the way. So they have to go to google.com and search for it. And yeah, it's interesting. I'm looking this up, and
there's a storm.
It's cool to see this. By the way, I love seeing these little.
Cool.
Let's get everybody scared.
Well, yeah,
I'm scared that this porn star is getting a key to the city.
Well, I mean, we gotta look at who else they give keys to.
Wonder what she's gonna open.
I mean, they probably did Roman Polanski too.
Could be.
Oh,
but no, doing Roman Polanski after he ran off.
That's an old story.
So
I don't
kids
pay
don't know.
attention to the news just because it's gotten so depressing.
Well, it's okay. I watch enough of it for the both of us.
It's gotten so depressing. I don't want to. I'm not in this world to get depressed.
That should be a T-shirt right there.
I'm not in this world to get depressed. Yeah, I got to look it up and see who else has gotten keys to the city from West Hollywood.
Well, one thing I wanted to ask you guys, I was reading this.
Manson, Charles Manson got a key.
You know, when you do remember when navigation was first coming out and it had that voice, and they changed voices. Well, apparently Morgan Freeman is to voice the Vancouver transit system. Because remember the joke we had with the Conroe Connection about doing us as the voice of the transit when you got on the bus. Next stop.
Wait a minute, I'm that voice.
Well, you're the voice of the commercial.
He means.
I'm talking about when you get on the bus, it'll play a
when
thing.
you
Next
get
stop,
on-
Fraser Street
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
No, they
like
never
they
asked
have
me to
in
do
other
that.
Well, no. So the Morgan Freeman apparently is doing it, and so I have two questions for you guys, being actors. How long will it take to be in a recording booth to record all the transit stuff? I feel like that's like a 7-day, in a box for 7 days.
It would be.
Actually, no. Nowadays, because like Waze, the GPS app, you can actually record your own voice.
Oh yeah, you
and so
can.
it gives you keywords to use. So you just say, left, right, 100, stop, turn, and then it'll jam those together. So you just got.
I bet Holly would really appreciate that if I somehow plug that in, and at the end, I love you. I love you.
Yeah.
The most annoying voice I had on Waze was the boy band one. Turn left, right here. Just every time. It was cute for about 12 seconds, and then I just wanted to throw my phone out the window.
Well, what's strange about it too is if you have someone like Morgan Freeman doing this, do you think they add any pizzazz to it?
No, that would be Samuel Jackson doing it.
Well, yeah, like the MF word would be that.
You're coming up to the.
Well, actually,
we ain't stopping for nobody.
Do you even use the voice anymore in navigation? I don't, because the only reason I don't is they haven't figured out on the telephone to interrupt you while driving. Like they go beep beep beep. It's like 10 times louder than the music you're playing over there.
Yeah.
It's like beep beep. Oh golly!
I've been able to turn mine down. So
see, I haven't figured that out, and you think I would be able to figure that out?
One would think.
And another thing I hate about connecting your phone to the car is when people call you, again, everything's like dialed up by 11. So when you're just driving, listen to a good song or, enjoying Mornings of Lone Star, then all of a sudden the loudness ring in the car, especially when you have guests in the car with you or passengers, they freak out. Like, what is that noise? Like someone's calling me.
Yeah.
I mean, the car's making sure I know someone's calling me.
My mama has a car phone, so.
Yeah. You mean like in a briefcase kind of thing?
No, I mean what you're talking about. She has her phone connected to her car.
Yeah. So when people call you, like my car, it was right there when the technology was being introduced. So you have no flexibility on changing the volumes of things.
It comes right on over the radio.
No, that makes sense.
Just interrupts.
CD player
It interrupts
whatever.
whatever you're doing, and then it's like 10 times louder
But
than
at
everything.
least people are driving and they can answer the phone hands free now.
Obviously, when I was growing up, we just didn't have a phone in the car.
I mean,
there's
one thing I wonder if it's possible with your phone is you can do like GPS auto away messages. So like if I'm traveling faster than the walking speed, it will automatically say, "Sorry, you're like I'm driving." I don't want to
there
answer your
are
phone.
apps for the iPhone. I'm sure for Android.
And then
too.
if I'm in the studio, I'll be like, "I'm on the air." So
Yeah,
email me.
You can do a do not disturb.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put on do not disturb or
And then, like, when I go to the
There you go.
restroom, you give people that visual. I'm in the restroom.
I'm tweeting.
What are you doing?
I'm tweeting.
You're my tweeting? God.
We figure that's
Lord.
President Trump. He's got to be not in the Oval Office when he's tweeting every day, so we know where he is. And yeah, there's a visual.
I wonder that'd be interesting to see those stats, like through Twitter's back end, and be like, see where he actually
Back
tweets.
end?
Well,
I
like
got
the
that.
back end system, like
Yeah.
where he's tweeting. It's like, where's he always tweeting from? And that'd be interesting to
Get
see.
the,
That didn't
like,
interest you, huh?
You get the those kind of. I like weird stuff like that.
Yeah, we want to know.
And like when I'm near Holly, it's like I'm not allowed to talk right now. I'm with Holly. She wouldn't let me talk to anybody. And I'm like, help. You don't like that?
I like that.
Yeah.
You got a bachelor party coming up, I heard.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out what I have
yeah.
to do. What do I have to do to get a key to West Hollywood?
Well, I think it's wide open now.
Yeah, right.
Like you could really.
The bar has been set so low there.
I think if you took my proposal of making 10 movies and just denouncing this local area, you would get a key.
that I do in a heartbeat.
Then I include the key.
There we go.
Because I feel like that's part of the acting, so like the acting timeline or acting walkway, the path people choose. They have to go, okay, I just need to get a job. I'll be that person who gets shot in the face, or because I always laughed. Actually, there's a funny and inappropriate skit online called HBO, and it's basically making fun of the actresses who have to be in actors in the HBO who are doing the adult scenes.
Oh yeah.
And so
Mom,
it's like, Mom, I got a role. Can you believe it? I'm on HBO. And it's like, oh, what are you? I'm cocaine head number 2.
And where I get violently assaulted by 14 guys, but I enjoy it. What? Oh, it's on HBO. Oh, okay.
Oh,
then.
so that makes it okay.
It makes it okay.
On the pool table, Mom.
Right. And that's the thing. You know, when you do become an actor as like a chosen career, there are decisions you have to make.
Yeah.
And I remember back in the 80s, I would audition for a couple of motion pictures, and I'd be in the kind of movie, like it'd be a local slasher movie, and the woman would have to say, "I am not willing to do A, B, or C." And
so what'd you put on yours?
Anything you want. I want this role. That was back when I, didn't have any things. I'll do whatever you want me to do. No, I have a nude scene in the movie. I told you that.
Really?
Yeah.
Google that.
I'm Googling it. Oh, that's so wrong. I don't know. Actually,
It's tastefully done.
This is
and you don't see
this is
anything.
one of those decisions in my life where I have to look. All right, do I really want to know Sean?
Because you
well?
really want to know that.
The movies Jack
Now I look
Everyman.
at you every morning. I'm like, I can't unsee.
There's some
what
people driving on 45 that
future
just
shows.
past Willis, and now they're
Cars
able to
slamming
accept that.
off through the barricades.
FM.
Off the. No, the movie's called Jack Everyman, and it was a.
All righty, we're taking a break.
There we go.
I mean, I believe you, Sean.
Jack Everyman.
I don't know where you go when you leave the studio, so now I'm filling in the holes here.
Jack
We'll be back
Everyman.
mornings with Lone Star. We're having a wonderful day, wonderful time.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go get
There you
lost
go.
in the restroom. You'll see me on Twitter, and we'll be right back. You're listening to Mornings with Lone Star.
One day it's fine and next it's black. So
Lone Star Community Radio presents the Lone Star Radio Troupe. This talented cast will perform radio plays right here in the Lone Star Studios located in downtown Conroe. There will be a new performance every first Sunday of the month. And if you miss the broadcast, just go to Lone Star Community Radio's podcast or YouTube anytime during that month. Go to our LoneStar.com archives to find the Lone Star Radio Troupe's latest play that's available. This is Lone Star Community Radio, Conroe's 104.5 FM and 106.1 FM community station. Find us on the web at irlonestar.com. Lone Star Community Radio is a supporter to the performing arts in Montgomery County, Texas.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Does your company have needs that can be met by an employee who is dependable, hardworking, enthusiastic, motivated, cooperative, respectful, and punctual? Conroe Independent School District Special Education Department can meet your needs by connecting you with potential employees that have been preparing for a lifetime of employment. We have numerous individuals seeking paid and unpaid work experiences. If your company is interested in seeing how we can meet your business needs, call Conroe ISD Special Education Department to find the best employees for you at 936-709-7671.
Our talk shows and music shows are looking for sponsors. Want to expand your brand awareness? Reach the hyper-local audience in Montgomery County? Lone Star Community Radio sponsorships accomplish this. Want to see our stats and rates? Check out irlonestar.com/sponsor for more information. Or call in and leave us a message at 936-647-3776 with your questions. Get seen on TV, YouTube, and heard on our podcast, FM, and internet radio. Support your local radio station with Lone Star Community Radio.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
So there will be trouble, and if I stay, it will be double. So come on and let me know.
10:22 on the dot on the 23rd with Morning's Lone Star Dick and Skip.
Don't do that.
Carley and Dennis in the studio with us. It's like it reminds me of the Q's do in the morning back in the 80s radio in Houston.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
They had radio back then?
They did.
They were
AM only though.
Brady.
It was only AM. But temperature's already still at 81, only getting up a couple of degrees, but there's a starting at noon, there's supposed to be like a 50% chance of rain going through the early afternoon. But Thursday, Friday, Saturday, only cloudy, highs in the upper 80s to low 90s. And then starting Sunday, looks like we're going to get full-fledged into summer.
Hey, what's Dad versus Lad?
Dad versus Lad was a great web series that ran for 7 seasons, done by well, he's living in Los Angeles now, but a formerly local playwright and screenwriter named Ed Vela. And I got to play creepy Uncle Marty. I had to remember that one.
Marty.
Crazy Uncle, slimy Uncle Marty.
I didn't know you had an IMDb credit. And this is wonderful.
Yeah.
And I have to ask you about the Xeno Saga, the animation.
Yeah.
There's one season. I guess they didn't get renewed.
No, it was almost like a movie.
Oh, was it a movie or was it like a movie?
Probably like a miniseries going into the movie where they could have spliced them together.
Okay.
When I recorded it, it was like the one long episode. So
Okay.
movie level.
So you did one episode?
Yeah, well, the one movie. It was like it wasn't like a half-hour episode. It was like 90 minutes.
Oh, interesting.
Then you have one of those credits that ASCAP or whatever it is as a professional actor.
No, I don't. I'm not a SAG.
Yeah, SAG or what's the other one?
Well, SAG-AFTRA, Screen Actors Guild. That's basically our equity. No, I'm not equity because equity is great for what it is, but I love community theater and doing community stuff.
Yeah.
And when you're equity, you can't do it. You have to be paid.
Get out of
You
here.
price yourself out of most community theaters.
Oh,
Now, you can
my
do
God.
a special dispensation from time to time.
That's poopy.
Same thing with film roles. You know, like I couldn't do the 48-hour film festival if I was Screen Actors Guild because they would actually have to pay me.
Oh, God.
And pay a lot of money.
Ooh.
So
Yeah, I ran to a voice actor that way.
Too many
He's like,
rules.
"Hey, I'll do your liners and stuff." I was like, "Great." And I called him, and he's like, "Oh, well, first, let me give you my SAG rates." I'm like, "Well, yeah, you're not gonna."
but if you want to be an actor, actress, it's a great way. It's a union for them that's run right.
Sure,
it's great for what it is. It's just not for me.
If you're headed that way,
I
go there.
wanted to
Yeah.
be a long time ago. I wanted to be a part of this series called Adventures in Odyssey. I've been listening to it since I was little, but I've always wanted to go to Colorado Springs and do voiceovers with not do voiceovers, but be on the show.
Yeah.
Because the thing, and I loved it whenever I found out that there was radio shows. I mean, old time radio shows going on, because no one can see I'm on a level playing field with the
It's a good point.
Yeah.
with the audio dramas.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sure. That's why I used to tell Dick that the whole audience is blind.
Mhm.
You know, at radio, when it's radio, though, everybody's blind.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's
the
when,
whole
that's when
audience
their
is blind.
inner eye opens up and their minds get to take over. No,
Oh,
seriously, what
now
it
we're
looks
getting
like.
all philosophical here.
Right. Now this is YouTube. Hi, YouTube. Hi, Facebook.
You see, now they know what we look like.
Oh. Do you want me to show my cane or not?
Oh, Carly.
Whoa, Carly, come on now.
I'll show mine if you show yours.
Yeah, we're about to get,
Here
about to
we
get down and
go.
dirty here on Mornings with Lone Star. We got
Oh wow, they
I
actually
like
have canes. They actually have canes. I was really surprised.
Mine's in my car. Go get mine.
Oh, do you really have a cane in your car?
Yeah.
For what?
I'm supposed to use a cane. I have a bad knee, but I hate using it.
I only
Really?
use mine for
Is that a lifetime thing?
Yep. I have chondromalacia.
That's a fancy word for a bad knee.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm supposed to use it.
Look at-
okay.
Oh, but be careful when you open this up. There's a lot of stuff on the
Carly.
table.
Carly, do it over on this side of your mic.
All right, here we
So that
go.
Everybody can see it on the rat on the movies.
Okay.
Ow!
Oh man.
Made her do it. Made her jump.
Man, that thing just unfolds like a lippity doo dah.
Well, pardon Carly while she whips that out, and we're.
So what's going on, Sean? You got any good headlines for me? 'Cause
I do.
Yeah, I know we're chatting when
Yeah.
I was going to the back room.
I want to talk about the 30-year-old who didn't want to leave home after we come back from break, because I think it's more than just a couple minutes worth. But
Okay, so 30-year-old
Michael
didn't
Rotondo
want
took it
to.
to state Supreme Court in New York State because his parents wanted him out and he didn't want to leave.
Okay, we'll talk about that.
So there's that one. But something's interesting. A couple of hoaxes actually went around. Did you see a couple of days ago the Walmart video where the woman hopped out of the trunk of the car and tried to run away, and they grabbed her and threw her back in the trunk?
Oh no!
Yeah,
And
like
it started this whole manhunt and stuff. Well, it turned out to be a hoax.
Yeah.
They did it on purpose.
Oh,
So they're in trouble now. But next to that, there was also another news story a couple of days ago where some guy said he was kayaking and a snake fell out of a tree onto his kayak.
Oh, I saw that, and I didn't know the video, but I saw that he is in critical condition and all that stuff.
Yeah, well, now it's come out that indeed he saw it in the water. Said, "Hey, hold my beer. I'm going to grab you a snake." And that's what happened. It didn't fall out of anything. He reached in the water and pulled
That
it
was
out.
one of those stories where I read, I was like,
Hold
that's
my
true.
beer.
I'm scared to go outside.
Yeah.
Like, if that's true.
Well,
If
yeah, 'cause
snakes are just
nature is
falling
designed
on
to kill
you.
you.
Oh, man. That's great.
We have
Hold my
that.
beer.
And meanwhile, the thing in Pennsylvania, the Propel Charter School is going through a bit of a personnel change right now because their 7th grade science teacher decided to give a sex ed class
Impromptu?
of extreme proportions. Not quite the Monty Python sketch in that movie where she offers to show everything herself, but she just say, "Okay, kids, I wanted to show you these videos, but apparently I can't because of the blocks on the school. So everybody whip out your phones and go to this website."
What website?
Yeah,
Was
one
it?
that showed naughty parts.
You know, what's great is my health ed class when we were learning about the miracle of birth. Is the lady puts the VHS tape in, and whoever was in charge of the last time didn't rewind it, so it was in the middle of the crowning. I'm not kidding you, like, because you know when you put the VHS tape, and
Remember the days of Please Be Kind, Rewind?
yeah, and it was like, and it had a still image because she had to push stop, and then we're sitting there, and she's like, "Okay, let me push stop. We got to go get something," and so it's just up there. So I was like, "Why is that big can of coffee being pushed out of what is going on?" And everyone didn't know what it was. And then when she started rewinding, I was like, "Oh my gosh, that was a baby coming out of a person."
That's what it was.
And
Yep.
so there was no jumping in. I was just in it.
Yeah.
So
I went to a Catholic high school. Actually, I went Catholic grade school, high school, and college.
Explains much, but continue.
Yes, I'm a recovering Catholic. So anyway, in high school, in a big gymnasium, and it's a boys' high school. You know, no girls allowed. So we had the sex education thing, right? And I think it was probably junior year. And that was the same year I managed to come. By the end of that year, I managed to become a father of an unwed baby. This is a true story. And that's a long time ago. But I didn't know how it worked. I knew I sat in that gymnasium and watched whatever it was they were showing. But I still had no earthly clue.
Well, I want you. I don't know what I would do with you if I got you.
I bet every teacher's a little scared of that one child after all, like, because sex ed is always one of those topics that some parents can be upset about something, but then you actually have that one kid who didn't understand. And after everyone leaves, and it's like, Miss Samantha, I still don't get it. And then Miss Samantha's in trouble.
Or Miss Samantha. Don't be Miss Samantha.
Well, it was great. If there's a teacher out there, I would love to hear today's teaching methods, because I feel like when someone asks me that question, I'm a teacher, I'm like, let's refer you to the principal. And then you go to the principal, it's like, little Johnny wants to talk to you. Mr. Principal, I still don't get it.
Right? Well, in seriousness, think about it.
Might be your best.
Teachers can be.
We are told to go to our counselors.
Yeah, there's counselors, but then the parents could.
And
There's
so
some
the
parents that
counselor's
could get
sitting
upset
there.
about that.
I don't understand it still.
Then you go talk to your mommy and your daddy.
Counselors are here.
And then, of course, those parents are like, that's something you learn in school.
Counsel. Yeah.
And then they go back to school. And then, they ask the older kids. I said, don't get it. Tell me. So the older kids teach them.
Well, you can imagine 1968 Catholic, what they were allowed to say, which was absolutely nothing.
That's so true.
Yeah.
It was stupid. And I really was I was surprised as heck when I got the news.
Makes sense. That's what happened to me. I was like, that makes sense.
That means I have a 50-year-old child somewhere in this earth.
All right.
So take that in your pipe.
And smoke it.
Yeah, when we come back,
Put that in your Funkin' Wagnalls.
when we come back
I'm not that proud
from the
of that.
break
I'm not
here,
that proud of that.
so let's talk about a kid living with you for 30 years and then suing you
to make you stay,
to allow him to stay or her to stay at your home.
It's a him.
Well, in this story. Oh, I mean, okay. Yeah. We'll be right back. You listen to Mornings with Lone Star.
End of time. So
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Hey guys, this is Connor.
This is Dick.
This is Chris. And we're with the Ticket Stub Podcast every Thursday live at noon on 104.5 and 106.1 FM in the Conroe area. Also, anytime at irlonestar.com. You go to irlonestar.com/TTS. You can find all of our social media.
And don't forget, we give away 2 tickets to the Grand Theater on every show.
If you like movies and you like complaining or celebrating anything that has to do with the silver screen, check out the Ticket Stub Podcast and join us every Thursday at noon o'clock on Lone Star Community Radio.
A Lone Star Community Radio is Montgomery County's radio station with talk, music, weather, and traffic for Montgomery County. Have a question or comment about one of our shows? Want to know how to reach a host? Just contact the station at irlonestar.com or call in and leave a message at 936-647-3776. Get involved with your community with the Lone Star Community Radio.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
You're happy when I'm on my knees.
Hello. Welcome to Mornings with Lone Star, Dick and Skippy, with special guests in the studio. Carly, was it C-Girl? Was it Cool C?
Cool.
CC Cool. And Dennis Mad Dog O'Connor.
Mad Dog.
10:35
Rabbit
on
Dog?
the dot. 81 degrees outside. Another couple of degrees going. Got some cool stuff happening in the studio, outside the studio. We got King guitar going on across from me. There.
What?
There you go. Dennis doing his best Gene Simmons impersonation.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure
He's
about
just
that.
out of my
Doing
mouth.
it. He's just doing it. He just does whatever.
I'm just doing it, baby.
I'd say the inmates are running the asylum, but last time someone tried to say that, they said the wrong thing, and we must destroy his career. So I'm not going to say
Yeah. I dare you to try to destroy my career.
Right. It is 10:36 on the dot now. We've only got a few minutes before our next break, and then we'll be bringing this airplane down for the day. And has some more headlines here to talk about. I teased you earlier. So in New York State, there was a Christina and Mark Rotondo,
Bless their hearts.
right, who had a son who apparently turned 30 and still did not want to leave the house. And they tried various and sundry ways to encourage him to leave, bribe him to leave, and then threaten him to leave. And he took it to the state Supreme Court, to Donald Greenwood's court, to force them to make him stay. Fortunately, the judge said, you got to get out of there. And
well, I mean, do you think he was causing a burden outside of, when you have kids, it could be seen as a burden just because you're taking care of something.
based on this interview afterwards, because he went out there saying they're not good parents. I lost custody of my kids, so I was having to do this and this, so I couldn't work because I was a parent and this and that. He was making excuses for everybody but him. On
Well, a
this.
bit more of just the day-to-day, like, 'cause there's some people who you have roommates who are just bad roommates, and then you have roommates that are like, they cause health problems.
Did you say he was
And-
married?
Not
guy?
married necessarily. I didn't say he was married, but it said he lost custody. He raised a kid or two, according to him, and then lost full custody, like lost everything.
Oh.
And that he was using this time as parents to get back on his feet. Now, Dick, you were saying earlier about you have roommates, this and that, and I agree. But this is a roommate. This is your own.
Well, no, but like,
child.
sometimes, for example, I could see is the unstableness of a human being, and it's a danger to everyone around them.
Mhm.
So the parents were not trying to. Did they eventually just call the cops and be like, "Hey, this guy won't leave our house"?
Mhm.
So was he becoming like?
According to the letters,
where's
they were leaving
Where's
him.
the issue in a sense of like? Was he just violent? Was he just not cleaning up after himself to the point where like
He was not contributing anything.
okay?
So he was using up resources without resupplying. Reading between the lines on one or two of the things that they wrote him, because they wrote letters with documentation. At one point, they even offered him $1,100 to say, "We will help you find a job and find a place to stay, but you have to leave now because you're." But
What I'm saying is like a hostile environment.
well, yeah, and then in the middle of that, one of the things they said was, if you. I'm trying to remember the exact wording. I should call it up. Basically, I was reading between the lines where they were saying, if you get violent on us or litigious, we will call the police on you. And for them to put that, first off, to evict your own child, it's got to be bad. Number two, to put that kind of wording into it. And then three, to make it a legal thing. The four, where it's forced to go to the state Supreme Court, where this kid just doesn't want to leave. He feels entitled there. Kind of, yeah. And of course he says he's going to appeal it. He says,
He's got lawyers involved.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone
Lawyering up.
Yep. And well, everyone hates lawyers until they need one.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is something that's just gone way. We wonder why.
I mean, I
sometimes our courts are
I
clogged.
wonder how it progressively got worse.
I don't know.
It got progressively worse because they were saying you need to leave, and he would say no, or he just wouldn't. Say
Well, I mean,
anything
like,
at all.
imagine calling that one, like you're talking to your significant other and be like, we're calling the cops on this guy.
Mhm.
Because that's the only
You can't
option
make
we
me.
have.
Well, he was saying you can't make me leave. And then he's complaining that they cut out his health insurance.
So,
well, I thought, was this in America?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's 30.
Mm-hmm.
This is really
But
cool.
they
I want
said-
to hear
when,
this
no, when
guy.
he was like 26 or something, whatever the new Obamacare, where you can keep someone on health insurance till they're 26 or something. He said that they cut him off before the time ran out. He literally contributed nothing to anything.
I thought it was all up for grabs when you hit 21.
I think it
Yeah,
changes.
you
It
can-
changes every year.
But
you know,
yeah,
no
but
one
now,
really knows.
now I think you can keep someone on. Parent can keep a child on health insurance until they're 26, I believe.
Yeah.
No one really knows.
Well, we just got to look it up. And
One of those
it'll
things.
be there.
Do you care, Dick?
I mean, I guess. But that's I'm really interested to see the like.
Well, see, my question is, first thing I would do, I would change, if I was the parent, change the lock.
There you go.
So here's the thing: did they? And he broke the locks. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
There
The
must have
progression
been-
of it. It's
there
like
must have been something before he gets to the state Supreme Court. Someone would say, "Why don't you just?" change the
how do you
locks?"
recover
Really?
from a family like that?
Well, I feel sorry for the parents because they didn't want any of this. I mean,
And
they
he's
just
the
want-
one that sued him. But I also read that he was suing his employer, Best Buy, for being fired because he didn't want to work on a Saturday.
Yeah, is it jacked with his custody thing? Here's the thing: I've been a single dad. I've been a weekend dad. There are things you got to work around. Now, as a result of this case, the state is actually their version of CPS, Adult Protective Services, is actually opening up an investigation to see if he is indeed messed with them, abused them, threatened them, whatever. So this could blow up on him easily. And his interview afterwards didn't help, where he just came across as a total poopy head.
Yeah,
We had
that's
some great
interesting.
times with New York CPS.
I bet.
That's another subject
Yeah.
Yeah.
for another day.
Let's not go there.
Yeah,
But
go there.
that's a cool story. I like that story.
That's crazy.
So now you don't still live at home, do you, Dick?
No.
How old were you when you moved out?
I don't know. I've been there off and on. Holly and I are moving to our place pretty soon. So currently we are, but that's for 20 days or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be fun.
My home moved away from me. By the time I was
Yeah.
19, my mom and dad had dead her doornails. So, it was like, okay, here I am.
Hello, world. I'm here.
Hello.
What you got for me? So, if anyone's listening, you want to chime in on this, give us a call 936-647-3776.
Well, because what
Or
makes
just let us
me
know, am I
outside
barking up the wrong tree?
Well, no, outside of this scenario, it's interesting to see because there's always reports like the new millennials are always staying at home and things like that. Oh, it's too expensive to buy a house, blah 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 blah. But certain cultures do have that being the norm, and it could be in a sense of when they get married, they move out, or when they pass them on to somebody else. Like I know in Japan and certain parts of Asia, that's like the norm.
Mm-hmm.
Is if you have a daughter, she stays until she's married.
Mm-hmm.
And similar to the man, but the man's more encouraged to move out and things like that.
Yeah.
And typically the transition happens when they get married. And traditionally people get married between the ages of 20 and 30. But
right, but that's a different culture. And if we tried in America, okay, you're
Well,
responsible for your kids to get them married.
Is it fair to say that America is its own culture? But I feel like it's a hodgepodge of different
It
cultures.
is. It's a melting pot, and that's the whole thing. In the original days of immigration, when we were saying "bring us your poor,"
Yeah.
you would actually have to go through assimilation processes to become American.
Okay.
And what it's become, and I don't want to turn this
I would
thing, but
say-
it's to come to this country and then try and turn it to the country you just
and,
left.
and in the long, say for point A to point Z of life in the current situation that we all live in, it's now normal for, say, my parents are 90 years old to provide a home for them instead of going to the old folks home.
If you can.
If you can,
like,
but
and-
you have the right, you have the choice, and that's the thing. Some cultures you don't have that choice. And here,
Like what cultures are you talking
well,
about?
like in Japan, the norm is to keep someone until they're married. But also, there aren't a lot of old people's homes in Japan. The
They come
crotchety
home.
grandpa, yeah. And
but it's not more of a
expected.
choice. It's just kind of like that's just the way it is.
That's the way it's. Well, here's the thing: in America, can you get away with saying, "Well, that's the way it was for hundreds of years, so we're going to keep doing it"? No, because there would have been no
America, it
civil
always
rights
changes.
movement. There would have
Yeah.
been no,
Right,
so
right,
we're a
yep,
different culture altogether. We don't rely on tradition. We don't
We
have
are
1,000-year
crazy
tradition.
people.
So
I love us.
But it's funny because I don't see it being. I see it being case by case. Now this guy's suing his parents to stay there.
Well,
I think
he tried.
Well, I think I think there's ways to look at that in other perspectives, in a sense of if, say, he contributed. Say, for example, he contributed to owning or paying mortgage on the house for 4 years.
Oh, that's a
so he
horse of a
had.
different
So
color.
so he has stake in the home,
Mhm.
and that's another story. But what it sounds like is this guy had zero legs to stand on, and he
Right.
refused to do anything
Can you imagine
progressive
the
in the
time and
home.
resources he spent on filing a lawsuit with the state Supreme Court? He could have found a job.
How did he pay for that?
Good question.
I mean, he had a suit. I saw a picture of him.
Maybe he had an allowance.
Is it
Maybe-
wrong to say he kind of looked like one of those people who you'd imagine would sue
Hey,
his parents?
hey.
Is it wrong to say
Can't
that,
tell a book
Dennis?
by
Is it
its
wrong?
cover.
Is it wrong
We're
to
gonna
say that,
prove
Dennis?
Wrong.
Hey,
You're a
people-
bad person.
He's a white guy, so let's get that out of the way. But yeah, it's I don't know. It's easy to say, you're
Well, anyone can sue their
millennial.
parents regardless of color.
Exactly,
Isn't that
but
kinda
no, it's the whole.
I just can't imagine Thanksgiving. You know, like this upcoming Thanksgiving, and it's like, hey, are we having it at your house? You know?
You're right.
I wonder.
Afraid to eat something.
Anyhow,
Yeah, for sure.
Christina and Mark Rotondo, Skippy Spots are with you, and we hope that
Who are we talking about?
the parents of this
Christina's
kid, and we hope that your son Michael decides to drop his appeal and just slink away into the night and get a job.
Did this start with like when they started like getting emancipated, real young, when they started suing?
Well, that's
their
when you had a
parents?
leg to stand on because
To get that-
they have
get
money that
themselves
you've earned or
It's
something
the
like
opposite. I
that.
wish he'd emancipate himself.
Yeah. You're listening to
No,
Lone
man,
Star
you
Community
got
Radio. We gotta go. We gotta take a break. We'll be back for our last segment. Stick around.
Should I stay or should I go?
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with other treats and coffee. For more information regarding store hours and delivery in downtown Conroe, Conroe Coffee is on Facebook or by telephone at 936-266-7632.
We would like to thank Conroe Coffee for being a supporter of Lone Star Community Radio and our morning sponsor with Mornings with Lone Star.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
Business office cleaning is available in the Montgomery County area from Clean Sweep Office Cleaning, with scheduled cleaning services such as floor care, window care, trash collection, restroom disinfection, and stair and elevator cleaning. Clean Sweep can service a business one time or on a regular schedule, with daily, weekly, and monthly options. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning can be found online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or by calling 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
For those of you who like your partners, your gumbo, and your music salty, well, we're here to help with the music. Julian Shea here, host of Lone Star Country Nights Thursday, your weekly dose of roots and Americana and all the music that makes this part of the country special. We stir in Western swing, honky-tonk, Zydeco, Texas blues, outlaw country, and put a pinch of red dirt, and then we smoke it over a slow fire. Then listen to the results Thursday nights on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
You're happy when I'm on my knees. One day it's fine and next it's
Hello.
Right.
10:49.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Oh, 9.
It's still 81 degrees. Another couple of degrees to go. It's going to get cloudy. It looks like we got some clouds
Can I
forming.
stay until it gets cloudy?
You can stay. I'm out of here. I have people to do and things to see. Or is that the other way around? No, I got it right. Anyhow, some good news. Actually, this is a bit of a discussion. So a crack scientific team is actually going to attempt to use DNA analysis.
What does that mean, crack science?
They're not.
They do a lot of crap.
They're not like the Bigfoot hunters. These are actual real scientists, DNA scientists, forensic scientists. They're going to try to use DNA analysis to prove or disprove the existence of the Loch Ness Monster, on the theory that they're going to drag Loch Ness and pick up DNA samples, because as you move through water, you lose scales, you poop, stuff like that. So
people legitimately believe still that the Loch Ness Monster, how big is that lake?
It's huge. It's not like
it's a lake, right?
It's a gigantic lake.
Yeah, it's
gigantic-
larger than Lake Conroe.
Oh, it's a big lake.
Yeah.
How deep is it?
Deep. very deep. That's why they say, it could actually house a large animal like that.
So this
That's
is
what they
real.
say.
I'm gonna look this up now. I'm interested.
Yep. Okay, so Loch Ness has got a length of 22.5 miles. It's a mile and a half wide.
Oh.
And I'm trying to figure out how deep it is. But yeah, so it's pretty darn big. Average depth is 132 meters or 433 feet.
Yikes. Oh, I'm sorry.
So
Carried away.
I remember at school in England, we had this guy come talk to us. He actually wrote a book. He was a Nessiologist, where he was leading the hunt on it. And he just really believed in it. It's not like Bigfoot where people kind of, oh yeah, well, even then we got the funny reality show where they're finding Bigfoot, where they just had fun. And what did they all do? Like get killed by Bigfoot in the final episode. But yeah, so they're
too many of
they're
them.
taking this serious. But here's the thing: do we want proof or disproof of the Loch Ness
sure, why
monster?
not?
Well, do you think it's one of those things that
Yeah.
unravels other deals? Because the problem with conspiracy theories is when they're proven true, there's a good push of morale in the conspiracy theory world, where it's
Mhm.
like, if that's true,
This
then
must
this
be
stuff's
true.
true.
Ah, yes.
And here's the thing with Loch Ness. So the picture taken in the 30s, the one that looks like the finger sticking out,
Right,
turned out to be a
yeah.
finger sticking out. It was made.
What's that noise?
It's Carly's noisemaker.
Please silence your cell phones and unwrap all candy wrappers before the beginning of the performance.
I'm sorry. Nobody calls me, okay?
Yeah, sure, Carly.
Well, I look up the Loch Ness monster, and it's funny to see the proof that they have so far.
Well, pretty much the proof that they found has been disproven.
Oh, there's
Same thing with
tons of
not the Zapruder film. What was the that was the Kennedy assassination?
Zapruder, yeah.
The film of the Bigfoot, kind of walking across the.
Right.
That was
right.
proven to be false too. The people who filmed it finally admitted after one of them
Two
died.
guys, yeah.
They said, okay, we're coming clearing. So what we've hung on to for decades has proven to be false, but people still believe strong enough, especially to send out a science team to Loch Ness. Because this goes back to the 6th century.
Yeah, no, there's a big history on this thing.
Mhm.
Yep.
But do you want to know? It's like, for instance, this is going to sound funny. There was the Star Trek Voyager episode where they find Amelia Earhart.
Yeah, I remember that. She's frozen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they find her. Well, what if we find, that she indeed crashed on this island and these were her bones and stuff? That the mystery's gone. The whole romantic mystery of Amelia Earhart and everything that's been written about her is gone.
I feel like there's certain stories in the world that would deserve an answer, because it's hard to ask that question about Amelia Earhart, because there's somebody in her family. She's a human being, so there's probably an aunt or an uncle, or today's timeline, maybe she's a nephew or whatever, like would like to know what happened to her aunt or to her great aunt.
But what if you find out that she was attacked by a tribe and eaten horribly?
Well, that's what I mean.
You don't want.
Somebody would make a movie of that. But the Loch Ness monster, to me, if it ever was proven true, I think it'd be one of those things I'd read on page 3, and it's just like, oh hey, by the way, they got it, they found out, and it's this type of animal, and it's kind of cool, and that's it.
Yeah,
it's not like he's a magical seahorse that can fly or something like that.
You don't know that.
So
you don't know that.
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
And then again, it would be interesting if there was like only one, and then that'd be kind of significant in our timeline. Like, look, I was alive for the discovery of the Loch Ness
Is there
monster.
a God? Prove it. Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's kind of like the moon landing. Like, people were like, that was a huge deal for that generation.
Yes,
to be involved in that kind of, that push for going to outer space. And then that's one thing I've never fully understood as we leave is why we stopped. Because to me, it's like you got to keep that morale going. But then it was almost like a political game.
It absolutely was.
Unfortunately,
political.
we care more about politics than something that's fun and fascinating like
the
that.
shuttle program came purely as politics. The next step was to go use the moon as a staging pad for Mars.
Yeah,
and that's the
shuttle was
whole
pretty neat.
Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo were for that purpose.
It got me thinking
Right.
for that current thing. You got all these billionaires building space programs, and it's almost to the point where what's going to happen is the Jeff Bezos of the world are going to be able to economically go to Mars and charge, and then you got NASA and the government's gonna be like, hey, you can't know these things before we know these
What
things.
is it? SpaceX is doing all
Well,
that.
SpaceX
Mhm.
has a program. That's the Tesla guy.
Yeah, Elon Musk.
And then Bezos has like Blue Rocket something.
But there
like,
are also other space agencies that aren't American out there.
Yeah, but I meant more the private market.
But I mean, they'll be willing to take. NASA won't take their money.
Well, it's almost like there could be a different government in 100 years. It'd be the Amazon government because they have the upper hand on what people know and what people don't know.
Corporate government, like Demolition Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a possibility. You're listening to Mornings Lone Star. We got to go. We got to go, folks. We're out of here. We'll be back tomorrow morning. And we're brought to you by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning and Conroe Coffee. Thank you to Dennis and Carly joining us this morning.
Yeah.
Showing us their canes. Showing us their canes. You're listening to Mornings Lone Star. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Tomorrow, we're going to have some special guests. We got several. If you didn't know, we have JJ Hawley, the Woodlands Chamber.
Love JJ. He's awesome.
And we have an additional person. I'm looking it up right now. We're going to have Gary Leverett. I think I pronounced that correctly.
Leverett.
Leverett. Actually, no, we're not, because they had to postpone the Robin Williams tribute at the end of the month.
Right.
So we're not going to have that guy in.
No, he's not coming.
Right, you got the flu. Okay.
Yeah.
Come see Kiss Me Kate this weekend.
That's right.
I'm going.
Should I stay or should I go now?